Anubis.
Well, FURIA is up 1-0. That was a dicey first map. Didn't look clean. But let's see what they've got on Anubis. This is the map they got eliminated on in Katowice. This has got to be a little bit of PTSD. I was surprised to see them actually pick this.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting, right? You hope that it doesn't become a little stain on FURIA's map pool. Right? Clearly they're feeling confident. They picked it into this series. KSCERATO spotted, safe, playing this bait and switch, but he goes out a little too soon and then tries to hide like nothing happened, like no one saw that.
How is KSCERATO getting killed?
KSCERATO only good for one. daviG runs him down and the rotates arrive now for FURIA.
Yeah, finally they get rid of KSCERATO, who was doing so much, but that bomb goes down. Movistar Riders up a player, but Yuri's going to pull that back. And now just a 2 versus 2. Yuri swings around the backside and works with drop. Just Martinez, who was incredible over on that first map. Let's see what he's got on the P250. Tap on the defuse to try and pull him into the fight. Confirms no one's sticking it. And Martinez just trying to draw this time down. He's actually got away with a shot. Now it's down to 1 versus 1. Drop is tapped and Martinez isn't swinging. He's calling him on his bluff and Martinez is just sitting back. Drop comes towards him and Martinez with the clutch and the pistol for the Movistar Riders.
That's an unbelievable clutch and you nailed it. He was excellent in the first map. Good to see it continue in the pistol round here. Way to call the bluff. Way to just sit in that corner and say, nah, you're not defusing this shit.
Balls of steel, as Harry would say, right?
That is what I would say, yeah. Yeah. I might even say he's the best in the game, you know, Martinez.
He's a monster.
You should just have everyone be the best in the game at a different point. Just
exactly. Well, at some point within their respective games, maybe they could be the best in that one moment.
In that isolated moment, they are the best in the moment.
In that specific game.
And then it's immortalized, you know, forever. No one can take that away from them. Not even me. KSCERATO over in mid.
The flash
is run down, but there's a CZ that's hungry. Oh, it's starving. Oh, it's malnourished. It's in a bit of a bad way. Trapped in the corner. Oh, he needs more out of this. Thirsting for it. Yuri's coming. The CZ demands blood. NP9 pulled. Naded down low. Oh, I don't know how he's still in this same position.
How is he alive? After all this, I am astounded, but there's the flank from Safe. He's going to alleviate some of the pressure, and Art is still trucking, still looking for more.
Still here, still standing around,
still
out in the open.
Alive somehow. But now he's left, and now he
in
walks
heaven,
back to daviG.
So this is not what Art is ready for in any capacity. That's A cracked wide open there, and now FURIA got a group for a 2v2 retake.
I don't think daviG is going to let it be 2v2 for long. Spots out, drop, does a lot of damage, smokes him out, leaves him down in the water. At least they've got a picturesque spot, but I don't think they're going to be going anywhere near this site now. Just backing away, conceding a second, and that's Movistar Riders up 2-0. Jason, it's great to have you here today. How are you feeling after being a loser?
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling okay, you know. I felt a little bit better before that.
Also,
you know,
it was a close game.
Yeah, well, you can't now backpedal. Oh, well, yeah, no, actually, dude, it was a great try. I was rooting for you.
I felt bad after that. But you know what? At the end of the day, Jason, everyone was on your side.
Yeah, and that's all that matters, you know? It's all that really matters.
The crowd now was proud now.
Yeah, the crowd out was very proud, and everyone was cheering, and everyone was happy, and I still feel in some ways like I get to go home with more friends than in which I arrived.
That's good. That's nice.
That's key.
It's not about winning or losing. It's the friends you made along the way.
Exactly, and that's a little lesson for you guys at home. For all the friends you make in matchmaking.
But it is easier to make friends if you win.
It is easier to make friends if you win. Thankfully, in a 1v1, you have no teammates, so you only really have yourself to disappoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Here's round 3.
Such a just dry delivery to bring us back on track. All right.
Yep.
Well, cheers, guys. Here we are. Little push from Safe, who wants to try and put this hero gun to use. He's done a lot of damage, but not a kill yet. And FURIA, they had a good chunk of their resources in this round over towards A, going for that push. They're going to have to scramble these rotates around real quick as drop is served up, sunny side up in the site. It should be a Movistar round now.
Yeah, there's really no access, and now the AK's got to fall back as well. Safe is brought low, and yeah, 3-0 it should be for Movistar. No retake with these USPs. Good start. Although Inferno was looking good for them at the start as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Movistar love a good choke. They really do like to just kind of choke everything
Don't we
away.
all?
Sometimes. Got to be in the mood for it, Harry. But Movistar Riders are always up
Aren't we
for
all
it.
guilty of that just a little bit? I mean, come on. You know, it ain't no fun if...
There's no danger of
Yeah, well...
possibly dying.
I'm letting
Yeah.
you guys do this one.
Yeah,
This is
I mean, this has
is a
gone
young
to like a
man's
darker
joke.
place. Yeah, man. Here we are. The bomb goes off, and Movistar, they've run away with that round.
Yeah, they did. They ran away with it pretty quickly. And now that good start can start to build up. They had 10 rounds before things really started to go wrong over on Inferno. They always start with a really good game plan, it feels like. They have a good idea of how they want to play the first few rounds, but when FURIA eventually get into it, it all starts to crumble.
Adaptations are going to be an issue for a team like Movistar once like Plan A starts to kind of crumble, and obviously, I mean, just so many talented players in FURIA that can outmatch them or at least equal them. So, yeah, this is it's going to be a tough series for Movistar to get back into. 3-0 first gun round. Op is out in the hands of Safe. Martinez on a Mac 10, so the opposite end of the spectrum for the two Oppers.
Oh, it's getting pressured a lot over here in mid. I don't know. Oh, he did. Yeah, that was a little bit nerve-wracking. So he kind of misread where he was in mid. He ran into the wall a bit there, but thankfully not punished for it.
And now he actually might play with the smoke to perfection because he's got a little bit of a peer over the top, and Art takes down Mopaz. They don't know where he is. They can't figure it out. They can't take him off at least, and he's just going to stay up here protected by the stone. But Martinez has slipped underneath, and that'll be enough to take out Art.
Yeah, I mean, that play, it's strong while he's there, but when that smoke fades, you got nowhere else to go. So eventually time runs out on Art. Mid is lost. Defenders are going to be split between the bomb sites, and Movistar have access to both A and B, and FURIA have no idea what's coming.
Nice shot.
Free.
Might get another one here too. He's under a bit of pressure, but KSCERATO will be there to help him, and the rifle of KSCERATO once again gets an multi-kill. It is just kind of that question a lot of the time, Harry, when you're watching this guy.
The thing that's even crazier there, like if you really wanted to look at it, is like the actual start of that like fight on the guys moving in was like kind of ugly for KSCERATO. His spray was off, like the crosshair was off the mark. He had to readjust like mid-spray a hell of a lot, and then he goes on to get a second. Like that was a really chaotic start to this. Like look at the spray, right?
It's a pretty ugly track, isn't it?
And then he did that. Like, we only got to see a second of it, but my God, Alex got deleted.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Alex, but that's what makes KSCERATO one of the best. It's not always going to be pretty. Ooh. Martinez has the op now, though.
He does, but he's also got a bit of damage done already. He's down to 59 health. I know a lot of people probably already know the story behind the Mopaz hand heater. But if you are new to it,
I don't know the story.
Oh, okay.
You know the story, Harry?
No.
So he has a hand injury. So it's not a fan. It doesn't cool his hand. It's actually a heater. He has to have it running all the time. Otherwise, his hand kind of seizes up and gets stiff because he has a hand injury.
Wonder how he got that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Is it right hand or left hand?
It's the right hand, I believe, Jason. It's seen quite a bit of action, one might say.
Well, Mapa's going to go for dark control. Counter mollies, just utility trading on his way in. And it's just perfect counter utility. Molotov from both players, smoke to follow it up from both players, and I think that's a fair way to call a stalemate. Very anticlimactic exchange.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, though.
All the build-up and no payoff. Smokes go out towards a main from the CT side, just looking to delay. Movistar Riders smoking out the temple entrance from middle, and they're going towards dark. They want to split in towards this B bomb side.
Lurker in middle as well.
That's a little one-way smoke over here in mid. This is powerful for Alex to use. Gonna get to see the feet of anyone attempting to swing mid-wide. That tag on the molly is pretty big. Drop now knows that they've taken dark. And with so little time left, Alex is going to have to accomplish a lot on the flank with nothing coming through. It resides on the guys moving out through main, but with smokes down, they've got passage into the site. Davigi has the round right here. First man dealt with, and KSCERATO boxed into a little corner here. just relegated to the save. Movistar do a really good job of getting out of this round, not just with the 4th round, but with 4 players surviving, considering that whole play was kind of centered around Alex being that point of contact on the flank. They recognized how much room he had. He falls, accomplishing nothing, and they still find a way to break their way in.
I actually think that was a big mistake in the tactic, was Alex having to be the point of contact, because maybe, I think as a lurk, he probably felt like he had to speed up to provide something to get the opening with, what, 12 seconds left on the clock by the time that hit came in. I think you really kind of want him to be a backstab while the defenders are fighting forward towards the main choke point, but regardless, a great entry from Mopaz is going to overcome that little hurdle. I think he ended up getting 2 inside the bomb site. There's Martinez with the pick. Here's the one from Mopaz, and he's going to transfer over and swing his crosshair around to get 1 more as Yuri's coming through the smoke. 4-1 now for Movistar.
I was walking around today and I noticed how high up Mopaz's desk is compared to everybody else's. I wonder how he played before we had the standing desk.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's probably playing like we do the 1v1, standing at the desk. It was funny, Maui and I were cracking. Actually, hold the phone. Hold the phone. There's a little bit of a mid-push. This will turn you on. This is one of those maps we talk about. CT aggression isn't always in the playbook, but FURIA, who else is going to find a way to make it work? Deep flashbang. Southsoul can only get the 1. And a good trade for Art. And now Movistar trying to recover the situation and can't quite do it on safe.
Just Mopaz and Martinez, and it's a round where Movistar Riders got loud in the previous, and FURIA immediately bite them back. It's just Martinez left. Nothing he can do this time.
I was going to say, Maui and I were cracking up before our little walkouts this morning. We were just in the back talking some smack to each other before the 1v1, and we looked over and all the Movistar guys on the desk were doing jumping jacks. They're just in the other room, just like doing jumping jacks, doing stretches, swinging the arms in the windmill.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier on the cast.
It's so funny.
It seems to be something they do before every game, because they were doing that even in the last tournament they played, but they were doing it in the player booth, so just before they went live. So definitely a way to get sweaty. Isn't that right, Harry?
Yeah, man, it definitely is a way to get sweaty. You're not wrong. And maybe it's going to help Martinez win this 1v4.
Oh, right on cue, right on cue.
Maybe it's not. You know, that's how
it works.
Exercise is sometimes.
They only
There's 2 options.
They only did 20 jumping jacks, not 25. 25 and he would have had it. Well, that's a cool little piece of aggression from FURIA. Light on utility to find a way to make it work.
Jumping jacks, that's just star jumps, right? That's
star jumps, yeah.
That's what we call
it.
But Jack started doing it first in America.
Because, you know, you're like, you look
you're
like
in the shape of a star.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why do you call them Jacks?
I don't know. I have no idea.
All right, I'm gonna find out.
That's something for your trivia segments. Fun fact of the day.
John J. Pershing popularized the jumping jack exercise.
Who did?
John J. Pershing.
Mr. Pershing.
So his name was not Jack.
No, his name wasn't even Jack.
Dude, Jack seems to get it pretty lit. Because, you know, you even got like the Union Jack.
There's a lot of Jacks out there.
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Jack and Jill.
Of course, they all seem to have it made. Art, over in mid. What will he be able to do? Bit of damage done through the... Bloody hell. Art moving around middle makes me so nervous.
It's like it's his first time playing it.
Oh,
great nade.
That's a sick nade, actually. Lands right between 2 of them. And that might just line up a chance here for Art. Oh, baby! Even KSCERATO straight through the doors, gets a double kill. And Southsoul fights back and gets both. FURIA just offer themselves up.
That's a banger sequence from Southsoul. What can they do with it? Drop. Pushing out of the A bomb site, going to allow Yuri to rotate over towards mid to close the gap in the defense. He might have another one. What a great read, but can't win the fight. And now that's the bomb, and they've got to back away to pick it up, but they're so far away.
Awkward.
And the other guy's in canals. He's going towards dark, so they have to go to the whole other level. And there's no time. They're done.
They could boost.
Dog, they ain't hitting this first time.
They are.
Guaranteed.
Oh,
no.
Wow.
That could have been so sick, but it's nothing in the
Cast
end.
it like it did happen. What would you be saying right now?
Oh, they're sprinting. They've just got enough time to put the bomb down.
He got the bomb.
That's good.
Wait, no, he didn't. He ran all that way and didn't grab it.
He wanted the AK. He at least upgraded to a rifle.
Right, okay.
Priorities when the round's already lost. Scavenge the AK.
This is cool.
Yeah, but Art's probably got to be a little pissed. He's like, I did all the damage. You're going to get all the glory.
I mean, that round's like proof that for KSCERATO, the game's just like on rails. You know, like he can't set a foot wrong. Everything he does is just the right decision, apparently.
Art tries to derail it sometimes, but still, he keeps himself on the tracks. KSCERATO, I think the point that Yankee was bringing up earlier that I've referenced a few times is the fact that when KSCERATO's in these clutches, in these moments, he always finds a way to just give FURIA a way back into a round or give them an edge. He's just incredible at the moment, playing at a really high level. I think during the online era, it was kind of between him and Yuri, but KSCERATO's pulled far away now. This is Art, who has come into this tournament.
You know, I was thinking about this because in the pre-game segment when the map veto came up, we talked about, like, I was very surprised to see FURIA pick Anubis, but I remembered that during the first map that we had just had Nico on our podcast on Talking Counter with Yanko and Chad and I, and he had actually mentioned that FURIA has some really, really cool things on Overpass, or I mean, excuse me, on Anubis. I don't know why I just said Overpass, but he said they had cool things on Anubis. I almost did it again. I almost did it twice.
Straight through middle, Movistar Riders have got control. This time Art's not here with KSCERATO, and they're just going to walk through the temple smoke. This is mental. I love this play from Movistar Riders, and Safe's missed it. He thinks he's watching this right now, but Mopaz has just walked right through, and Drop seems to be aware of the possibilities. Looking back, he's hunting him, but Mopaz with the timing yet again dodges the crosshairs.
Dude, this routing is so, like, gorgeous, you know? Like, he's kind of found this perfect gap, you know? Like, you go and clear CT if he's not there as far as...
Look at
no
this.
way.
No.
It's so grimy.
May, if you park yourself in that corner...
No one even knows this corner exists.
Desk slam from Art, surely.
You don't even know that's an angle. That's just ridiculous. Mopaz, what a round from him.
Just the frustration of him just stopping and parking in that corner. Ooh, Martinez wants some action. He gets it. That's a nice shot with the Tech 9, but here's KSCERATO. Another kill from Mopaz to open up the bomb site, but once again, the bomb's on the ground, and they've got to retrieve it.
Well, smoke goes in, and that should make that a little bit easier. The nade goes in, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and so they can put the bomb down. For FURIA, they don't feel like they can get back into this one. They don't really have the utility to do it. They don't have the cash just to throw things away, so they're going to be saving. And that's Movistar Riders finding a way to a 5th round, and it was just Mopaz getting super aggressive, going through his own temple smoke, and then just starting the flank of a lifetime.
The flank of a lifetime. That's a Mopaz play. I don't think I've ever seen that on this map yet, someone get that deep.
No one's really willing to make those kind of plays. It's kind of, this is a really cool matchup because you have Mopaz and Art playing against each other, and you just see some of the most ridiculous getting in the smokes, these finding the gaps, being aggressive. We've seen on Inferno inside of the banana smokes, just this trade of information they were getting. And that's a big reason as to why Movistar Riders are able to perform to a competitive level.
Actually, yeah, it's you know, Art just got to experience what it feels like on like Vertigo, for example, where like he would be in like CT spawn in like 15 seconds somehow. Like he just got to live that experience where at the end of the round you're left scratching your head like how was he in our spawn? There's like a minute left, bro. Like how did he get there? And we have 2 guys holding it. Like Mopaz just did the unthinkable.
They weren't even aware. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah,
they actually knew it happened, but then just weren't sure. The timing of that was excellent, perfect in every regard. All right, more passive this time. Not for FURIA. They did push up mid. Now going to back away.
Movistar Riders mulling out mid, making sure Art can't hold the aggressive angle. And now they're going to come back over towards A straight away.
Making sure KSCERATO's alone is the biggest thing they're doing, although they might have missed the timing on that. The SMG, a dink, I can't believe he got a kill. Now Mopaz is going to lead the way in, though, and Art is blinded with the off, and he's already past your crosshair. Art almost gets one, and he's done.
The Movistar Riders are doing really well on this T side of pressuring this A bomb site now. Started to figure out how to avoid losing a couple of players in middle. That's another round picked up for them. 6 on the T side. FURIA having to save again. It's frustrating when you're playing these rounds out and you don't even have a shot at a retake.
You're loving it if you're Movistar, though. Nice and easy. Easy day. How'd your guys' day start? It's a little bit late in the afternoon.
Well, I know
now.
you had a productive day, Jason. You had a relaxing one.
Yeah, I started my day getting a sea salt exfoliation.
I started my day waking up probably an hour before I had to do anything, Harry, and sprinting to be here on time. And then I did a skit with you guys where I was inside a room with fake fire.
Yeah. No, that was kind of sick. I like that skit today.
That was fun.
So you had a soul exfoliation. That's
Yeah,
kind of sick.
that is
what
sweet.
does that entail?
You know, they rub some salsa all over your body, and then they, you know, let it soak in, let it moisturize,
Then they
take away the dead skin, then they pour some hot water on
Dude,
you.
I've never done any self-care.
Get yourself in there. Get yourself in there, Harry. It was fun. You'll like it.
You deserve it, Harry.
If you do want
When I got a haircut here, the guy started massaging my neck, but I don't think that was part of the service. It just started happening, and it lasted about 4 painstaking minutes. I didn't really know how to...
You didn't like it?
It was more just, I wasn't expecting it.
Okay, did you
know,
tip him
kind
well?
of,
Was this before
I
or
don't have any
after the
cash,
haircut?
So no tip.
So no tip.
Was this before or after you got the haircut?
This was after, so he also probably got hairy hands. There was like a lot that
He's
threw
rubbing
me
your
off
loose
about
hairs
that,
into your
yeah.
neck. Nice.
Is this what explains the new look you've got going on?
You just
Yeah.
canceled the haircut halfway through?
I think he felt like, yeah, that's why it looks like this. He must have just felt really comfortable with me. I mean, yeah, I'm a pretty charming guy, so maybe
well.
that's it.
It's the accent.
Exactly.
Well, that's good, Harry.
Right, Martinez is holding for a window peek.
That he is, but no one's coming towards him. Movistar Rider setting up with a slow default this time. In the previous round, they ran a quick A play. This time, just figuring out what Furia's move will be. They know that Furia are a team that like to get active. And Art this time, not feeling the pressure of utility, is able to hold middle with Safe. But comes down to the timing here for Safe. He's going to be put under pressure with Molotovs. And Art looks to try and respond and help him out, but Safe has to drop back. Art's going to smoke off mid and just consolidate control here for a few moments longer.
Come on, Art. Give us something. Deep nade. That ain't bad. 7 damage.
Oh, where'd that MP9 just fire off? Was that over in mid? Oh.
That was Art. Yeah, that was right around the corner. A little bit more onto Alex. A little more chipping him down.
No more pause. Got a lot of great timing so far. Well, he really needs to hit one now because his teammates just got picked off by Safe. And now Mopaz is putting himself in a very difficult position here. And he's taking a lot of damage straight away. Yuri's under pressure, but he's got his teammates coming in to help. And Safe will do exactly that. Drops rifle, sings out. And Yuri is protected by his teammates around him. And this slow round from Movistar Risers is just fizzling into nothingness.
Yeah, I don't even feel like they didn't really do much that round.
No, nothing. Literally nothing. Just walked to their death.
Tried to get in towards drop, and obviously a deep fight out of A main, and we're going to save the weapons. Plenty of money for Movistar, though, moving forward. So 6-4 as Furia claw back into things.
And this is where we get to see really Movistar Riders tested again, because they're a team that will get big leads, get strong starts, but are very quickly find themselves on the receiving end of a comeback, and they just never really find a way to get back into it. I haven't seen it really be shown at any point over the last few weeks, their capability of being able to stop the comeback and get back into it themselves. So they can't let this momentum build for Furia.
Yeah, that would be, you know, worst case scenario, especially I think when you've had such a good handle over the game early on, right? You've kind of had Furia like your women mercy, and if they get out of this with, you know, a pretty clean round there as far as they come, build up a bit of a bank very, very quickly, this CT side has some staying power. They can look to stabilize in this half. And
Basically
then,
exactly what happened in Inferno.
Yeah, right? Kind of similar vibes, similar undertones.
Yeah. We'll see what they can do. Round 11. Still the op only in the hands of Safe. Oh, fast towards the A bomb site. This is going to be fun. Drop. He's blinded. Hasn't put out the Molotov yet. Goes against it. Playing from Glizzy, and they're both dropped.
And that's the round.
And that's
hang on,
it.
hang on,
Uh-oh.
hang on.
Yep.
And that's the round.
That's the round.
Yeah, 2 clean entries, all it takes, really.
Well, that's exciting.
Well, Fury's actually,
it's- I
I would like to see Fury, I don't think they're going to go for it. I was going to say, if you get into a position where you can actually like take away some exit kills, because they actually had a player pushed up towards like T-spawn to wrap around A main, player close to dark, player back in CT spawn. They could have boxed him in. That was weird. I wonder why Drop didn't throw his Molotov. Simply because he was blind, maybe?
I don't know, yeah, maybe, you know, it was a super pacey round, like in FURIA's defense, I guess. We haven't really had like these just kind of all-in, like instant B-pop. Normally, there's like a bit of a dark split coming in, like there's a bit of a component there. And I know we have one guy moving in through dark, I think it was Davi G, who nearly got killed by Art doing that. That was like a little later in the round. It feels like, you know, Movistar, they get that first kill, they just see that as like red carpet rolled out. They know they've got their own util coming in. You see this little double.
Man,
there is that molly there, but was that Movi's molly to clear the close right? I'm assuming
I think so, yeah. Davi had it out, but he got blinded. Maybe he just didn't realize the flashbang took away the hearing. No one was really all that close, perhaps, to hear the footsteps. But
well, the good thing about FURIA saving so much is that they consistently have buy rounds, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a glass half full.
Yeah, gotta find that sometimes. And that makes it more impressive when Movistar win these rounds too. They're going majority gun rounds time and time again. But here's Movistar Riders about to challenge onto Art in mid. And this is the kind of fight that Art is positioned to deal with. Coming into his crosshairs, just one kill. They trade him out pretty quickly. But Alex is taking a lot of damage in that engagement. He has to know the KSCERATO's around here, and he knows exactly where he's going to play. A lovely headshot as he walks to the doorway. And Movistar Riders again with 2 entries.
Oh, what a cool boost, though.
That's it again, isn't it?
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't love that mid setup from FURIA, man. Like, because you had Art and KSCERATO who both wanted to fight, and it was kind of like a halfway bait and switch in that, you know, Art falls and then you're hoping KSCERATO mops up the round, but they weren't in positions that were like super complementary. KSCERATO did throw a flash that was meant to like try and set Art up for a little bit more. Problem is, you know, with the spacing that you run as like a T trying to take mid, normally you have like 2 guys very close together. I think it was going to be hard to hit him with that flash timing. And if the plan was always to have KSCERATO fight anyway, then to me it like begs the question, why wasn't he closer so he can actually react off of what happens to Art in that moment there?
I'm with you. I thought the flash was actually going to be used to like have Art swing. Like,
yeah, right. But instead he like keeps holding, because
play.
Also that flash just didn't blind the guy close.
Well, you're never gonna throw that in time to save Art's life, right? Like maybe it disjoints the 3rd guy, but he's already gonna be traded by then. And fair play, that's just a great clear and shot from Alex as well.
I think it's because they know they've been kind of double hit a couple of times. They know that KSCERATO is gonna be around there somewhere, and they clear that right corner with no presence spotted elsewhere. Yeah, exactly. And I guess that's like the main reason it felt a little weird to me is like, you know, you already kind of have the precedent that KSCERATO has been playing mid. Exactly. It's not like he's not been seen there before, you know. So I would have liked something where they could have interplayed between each other. Now, we have a FURIA classic. Double AWPs coming out.
Boom, baby. I love it. We know they love it. They've talked about it. Mirage, it's a go-to tactic for him. Let's see how well it works on Anubis. Yuri gets a deep fight, but doesn't really want to deal with it. Gonna smoke it off for now. And this looks like Movistar want to split at this A bomb site as well, although the smoke is going to delay things as they spread back around to make sure there's no aggression elsewhere.
Well, the other ops over here at the A site alone right now, Safe holding the aggressive stance up on top of the pillar. It's not easy to get away from this spot, and you can be overwhelmed or just one tap by a swing from Mopaz. And now Art's coming in with his secondary op. Will he get a bit more from it? The first kill is there, locked in on Davi G. A little bit of a gap at the bottom of the smoke, and Art is going to use it to perfection. Give him the paintbrush. He's painting us a very pretty picture.
All right, Martinez, flash in. This is the only option left for Movistar. 55 seconds left on the clock. Passive defense at the B bomb site. And Drop's going to play an off angle. The 3rd defender has arrived. This is going to be difficult.
Yuri is with him. Drop will be the first player taking contact and will not slip up at all. Salsol, though, commits to the fight. He's taking a lot of damage, down to 1 HP, and that doesn't matter. He still stands strong and wins the fight against Yuri, too. So it's KSCERATO and Art. The combo that has been so good in middle, going up against a collective 3 HP. And that's the first headshot. KSCERATO will remove Salsol and put it all on Martinez, who's got the angle to watch the bomb. But the problem is, he can be smoked off, he can be naded, but the nade's gone the wrong way. It's gone over towards B main. And they're going to smoke off the right position. This is perfect now. You can't really spam through it.
Good luck.
Okay, KSCERATO has retrieved it. Tap on the bomb. They're both looking at main. Martinez is walking in. He could do this, but he tries his hand at the no-scope. Gets out at 2 HP. He's got to go back through this if he wants to win the round. Leaves it up to chance. And even run down. Hunted right at the end. Defuse grabbed by FURIA.
Oh, I can't believe he got a second crack, a second bite at the apple there. That's a little bit crazy. It was always going to come down to chance of that kind of HP. Good defense from Art after the first op gets taken away. I don't think they expected a second AWP.
No.
Not only to be on the map, but just to be at that bomb site itself after they already took down one of them. Salsal makes this interesting, but after the fact, can't get anything done. 5-8.
Well, look how aggressive Art is playing this op, and it doesn't really work out at all. Sometimes that happens, Jason. Sometimes it looks great, and sometimes it just... Well, sometimes it looks like a mad genius, and sometimes it just looks mad.
Yeah, he does like a challenge. He does like a follow-up challenge. I don't even mind the first peek, but going back for it's a bit aggressive. So 4-on-5 for FURIA, and one of the two ops hitting the deck. Oh my God, look at this from FURIA.
You don't see this every day.
Complete rotation, everyone in middle. And Martinez almost gets a second one, but it's safe to tie things up.
I like this, but if they can just sort of death ball a rotation all across the map wherever they get information.
I think they saw so many, though. I think they saw like all 4 FURIA players, which is why Salsal's already pushed way deep in. And FURIA now have no idea to readdress on the map. They're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this is a little weird. Salsal was kind of caught. Yeah, that's very indecisive in that moment there. Luckily enough, Mopoz has kind of made up for it with that kill. Returns this into the 3-on-3, gives over the space for the bomb plant. FURIA, this is actually one of the better spots they've been in for these retakes, so they're definitely interested in giving this round a go. Moving up through CT, they've got to clear this deep position. Backed in. Goblin for Alex, there's one. Traded, Mopoz keeps Movistar in this round. Trapped behind the pillar, drop will get rid of him, but it's going to come down to time here. Davy G can just play this one around the clock, and there shouldn't be a way back in for drop. He knows that too, and he's screwed himself, perhaps. Actually, the walls are thick as hell. He's fine.
Oh, thick walls. And that keeps drop up. A 9th round, though, on the T side from Movistar Riders. They got 10 on the previous map, remember, and still wasn't enough.
Dude, that could have got really hairy. Like, Salsal had all this space because they spotted everyone mid, right? And the reaction was to go and take this control over towards B, and you could see him, like, caught in two minds between what he had to do there. His teammates won out dark, so he was trying to watch Temple, but then he's got to worry about CT, and really, he wanted to push CT, you could tell that. And so he gets, like, caught kind of picking neither option, right? And that could have been the way back into that round for FURIA. Thankfully, Mopoz was there to hold on to it and take it over the line.
Yeah, as we've said a number of times with this team, thankfully Mopoz was there. He's had a fantastic start to this group, looking to close it out strong as well. Salsal sees the peak, but it's an op he's going up against. Safe!
Oh, it's not an easy fight for the op there. We're just so committed, and all you get to fight is just a little head appearing above the wall. But luckily, Drop goes out, picks it up, and gets the trade kill. And now we'll see Movistar reaction. They're going to be going into middle. I like this call. They're so decisive when they're moving as a team. Sure, there's been some moments where some of the individuals haven't been looking that decisive, but Movistar Riders, as a unit, moving towards this A site. KSCERATO not in a position where he can really fight at long range, so setting up Art. Art goes and gets a better weapon. KSCERATO not being peppered through the smokes, overwhelmed and overrun. And Art now taking significant damage. At least he's got an AK, but he's completely smoked out from the site.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a pinch here, though, on this retake with Yuri's position. And yeah, they're so focused on main that, you know, they lose track of where Yuri's position is up in Evan. Now Martinez going to try and handle business with the op. Misses the chance, but there's Alex to get it right back.
Oh, that Molly's going to force his swing, but he's gotten out. He's done well to get to this position because now he can play with Martinez. This is a smart cross out of Alex. And as FURIA move in, that Molly breaks apart the hold somewhat. Alex can't wrestle with the AK, only good for one. Drop on the bomb. Martinez needs to peek this. He's gotten off the defuse looking for the fight, but the time's run out. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. Does Drop have it? He just grabs that defuse, closing out the clutch and putting up a 6th round right at the end of this first half for FURIA.
I've been going hard in the paint. I've been in the gym every day. Whole lot of wins on the way. Bossed up, feeling like I can't lose. Pulling up and I don't hesitate. Gotta make a move, make a play. We don't fall off, levitate. Bossed up, feeling like I can't lose.
I can't lose. Higher power, make sure that couldn't happen. Flashing the way I flick the wrist, you think I broke it on the basket. Ask them, they'll tell you I sent that boy home on a mattress. Pass if you can't clutch, I'll rev up and catch it. Like how I slid on out, cause he was acting savage. Talk about, let's see how you starring films with action. Or I'll put cheese on your plate and let them wolves get at you. You can't stop me in the paint, I got too many badges, boy. If you afraid of fire, then stop like matches. Put that heat up on your chest and colorize your passion. She in love with how my diamonds look, they gotta dance. No, I can't never lose, I'll put my team up in that man. Yeah.
I've been going hard in the paint. I've been in the gym every day. Whole lot of wins on the way. Bossed up, feeling like I can't lose. Pulling up and I don't hesitate. Gotta make a move, make a play. We don't fall off, levitate. Bossed up, feeling like I can't lose.
I've been running up the play through the back door. Feel like shit when he snapping, broke the backboard. Work hard, play hard, yeah, we been there. I was down for a minute, got my leg back. Give me the game, I got plenty, give me a wave. Triple the stakes, told him I don't never play. I mean, Roof Chris, told him we was too lit. Give me the toothpick, picking out the players, Told him I wasn't even levels, it was layers, I can tell the way you talk that you a hater. You ain't never made a play with the guys. I've been in my own lane, made a wave on a high tide.
I've been going hard in the paint. I've been in the gym every day. Whole lot of wins on the way. Bossed up, feeling like I can't lose. Pulling up and I don't hesitate. Gotta make a move, make a play. We don't fall off, levitate. Bossed up, feeling like I can't lose.
Hola!
Bienvenido de nuevo a ESL Pro League Season 17.
Partido entre Movistar y FURIA.
Golazo! 9-6 is the score as we head into the second half. FURIA behind.
Played all the casting.
Oh, I heard a voice. I
Oh
heard
yeah,
a
you
chat.
heard a voice, Dinko. Don't you worry about that, mate. Plenty of voices in my head.
It's
Beautiful.
leaped from Trace's mind to mine. It's my inner voice is Chad now.
9-6.
Well, this is about to be a pistol fight.
Oh, this is going to be a
flashbang.
firefight.
Damn, we got music as well. I like it. Hang on.
Yep,
Leave
here
it
it
on.
comes.
Dabby G. And with the swing. And they turned it off right when I said leave it on. I love them. Man advantage for FURIA.
You were getting into a flow as well. I could
was
feel that
about
rhythm.
to, but like, damn. They stifled that flow real quick.
And more pause behind the smoke. It's Yuri with the headshot right through him. Martinez, the victim, but the Joe Berettas come out swinging, and he is slinging them around. He doesn't care who's getting it. He's got himself a 3K. South Seoul with the 10th round from Movistar, and they're getting loud about that one.
I love the dually era. I love it.
I caught all of the action, boys. Don't you forget it.
Oh, this is you observing, Chatty.
You mean the best observer in the world? Yeah.
Wait, this
me
is
observing.
you, Chad? You're observing
Yeah.
this? Hang on,
I
wait,
caught
bring him
all
up
this
on
action.
camera. I don't believe this.
Get him up. Chad Cam.
The dualies
I
are
know.
beautiful.
Getting
Nicely
Chad
done
up
from Salso.
is a
Proving
$1 million
difficult.
problem.
Oh, well.
No surgery for that one.
Oh, God bless. Well,
Here come FURIA. Outside of the A side, they ain't wasting time. They've got everybody here right now.
yeah, problem is Salso's the only one at this A-bomb site until Davy G starts getting called back, which is happening right now. He's going to tuck himself into a corner, sees the utility coming. Tucked into the wall to dodge the flashbangs, and they're going to turn the corner. SMG doesn't even get a chance, and neither does this M4. Hasn't fired a shot, which means Mawpaws is taking damage. He can't get involved in the action. Trying to force the issue goes down, and now finally, Salso's able to pounce.
Art gets involved with a CZ and the Tech 9 rattling out to Yuri with the double. A great closure there for FURIA, quick into the site.
All right, guys, that round wasn't as good.
I gotta say, Chad, that was pretty hard to keep track of.
Yeah,
so.
but this will be my last round. I've been demoted after that.
Rush has
So
had
this will
enough
be my
after
last
watching
round, and then I'll be leaving it back to the professionals. I'm really sorry to everybody at home. I just want to formally apologize to the internet for that round.
Just so we know who we're working with, is it going to be Rushley or is it going to be Jay?
Well, Jay's my right-hand man, my left-hand man right now, technically. But Rush will be here shortly.
Cool.
Sick. That's great. Well, this is the last Chad round.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Moment of silence for Chad's last round here.
Let's let the observing speak for itself on this round. Let's just see what
You want
story.
to cast the observing?
Yeah, let's try that. How do we do that?
All right. Well, look at the numbers that we're going with here on the sides.
He's doing good. He's in the right position to catch this. Nade out along the side. One kill missed. Yep, 0 so far.
Well,
there's a couple.
Okay, we'll call that, what, 2 out of 4?
Get off the grass,
It's a
boys.
2 out of
What are you
4.
talking about?
It's a B- so
2
far.
out of 4. Davy G's on the right angle right now. That goes for both Chad and Davy G himself. Oh, we didn't see that one. 2 out of 5 ain't bad.
Missed one.
But
he's
here's
got that
Sorsol
one.
holding the line. 1 kill to the good. Another man walks in. And so we'll say a 50% on that one, though.
I really care less what you guys say. Jay said it was a nice round, so I will take that. And Rush is coming back, so see you later.
See you later, Chad.
See ya.
Welcome back, Rush. Although Rush is joining back at a time where we shouldn't really see anything from Movistar Riders. I was doing some research last night. I found out you can actually get a curved barrel. There was an invention of a curved barrel.
I know this.
Attach your gun, and it can shoot around corners. That's pretty sick.
Yes, this was a thing. They fell out of popularity because it wasn't accurate. It slowed the bullet down a lot, and frequently would just break the barrel as opposed to do its intended thing, which is shoot the bullet around a corner. But that is a real-life invention, and they've been around for a while.
Should have just learned how to bend it like they did in that movie.
Like Wanted.
Yeah, that one.
I thought the Matrix. I thought you were going with here.
I don't think they...
I don't think they bent bullets.
They didn't bend bullets. They dodged
bent
bullets.
themselves.
It was bullet time, and they bent spoons. If you want to get technical.
They bent spoons, yeah.
Or drop.
They did that in Matilda as well.
True, but the spoon in Matilda was actually that.
The scene in Matilda where the kid is to eat the cake always haunts me, bro.
That's like traumatizing,
because they stand
bro.
there while he's eating it, and she's like, the blood and the sweat and the tears of the chef went. And then they show the chef, and she's like the most
That story is
like,
surprisingly dark.
wicked-looking woman.
It's surprisingly dark.
Did you ever try to replicate that scene and eat a whole chocolate cake, though?
I haven't.
That's been my whole life. It's been pretty sick. I was inspired by that. That and Danny DeVito.
I wish he was my dad.
Talking about It's Always Sunny Danny DeVito or the Penguin Danny DeVito? What are we rolling with here?
I like any and all DeVitos.
DeVito?
Yeah.
All right.
Deck the whole DeVito.
Danny D.
Art's going to push up middle, leading the way behind the smoke for the moment, but he looks like he wants to go through. Utility being spent at the B-bomb site as well. And that's a good push from Mawpaws. Finds a nice timing. Traded back. Can they cover it? Important for Alex to get that. And all that's left now is this presence in middle from FURIA.
Yeah, Davy G on a bit of an island here.
Well, we'll see if he can blow that Golden Hawk. He doesn't see anything coming his way, and Martinez is going to hold up from the temple. Spots drop entering the 8 connector. And Art just running down into the side. A lovely headshot. Davy G from heaven to hell. It's now Safe, who looks to be the Grim Reaper. He picks up one on Davy G, flashes out the connector, and now locks in the plant.
Would you expect the flank? I don't think you would. I don't think you're going to consider it if you're
definitely
safe.
Not, definitely not. You wouldn't be doing this.
No.
Boom! Alex
Okay.
nearly fumbles the bag, but luckily secures it in the end.
Woo.
Maybe when we get to the final week, we do a Danny DeVito. You, Jason,
I'll come back.
Pour yourself out of the couch for finals.
Sure.
Could you do that?
I could do that.
Naked.
Just come out here for like. Just,
I could do that too.
Just the one gag, then you're free to go. You're free to leave.
Yeah, I'll
again.
just fly right in for the gag and then get out.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great idea.
This Sofo.
There he is. He's back, our boy.
Oh,
our
Rush.
man, our guy, the
Why does
champion.
no one want to swap when it's like Vertigo and Complexity are playing, taking B control and ramp control at the same time? Why do people want to take away my beautiful Anubis?
You know why, Rushley.
Why?
Because nobody wants that. That's a tough map to observe.
It's not fun.
And they leave it to the best in the biz.
Alright. Alright. Oh, you're making me blush, bro.
Heather's not here.
All right, Flash is going through this mid-smoke. Art moves in. A lot of space gained here. He sees ahead in mid, but he can't take it off. Safe's now incumbent on the angle, just locking this down.
And that's a pace change. This is exactly the thing Art did in the previous round, except he didn't push through the smoke this fast. So that likely caught the defense a little bit off guard, Davy. And it's given mid control over very early in the round. So, I mean, with a minute and like 20 seconds, they have mid Furia. And that's a really weird situation for Movistar to be in.
Well, Alex sits on the platform outside of Temple and connects a shot easily. In tandem, in fact, almost immediately, Martinez connects 1-2. And Yuri's having a fight. Really difficult fights here to pull this one back for Furia, and he's done it! A lovely headshot from Yuri. Alex just crossed into the open. I don't think he was ready for that. And Yuri just puts one right between the eyes. And now with 40 seconds left, Furia looking to try and pressure into the B side. Davy has arrived and cuts out Art of the equation. He could get a second kill here.
Shadow.
And that is so clean. The flick up, using that shadow advantage. And now Yuri, well, he's 4 HP. You can't really expect too much out of him here with a bomb not on his back. So he's going to run away with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, nothing to do. Some good shots to make it, somewhat possible, but a great recovery from Movistar. Good slide over from Davy to get a double kill, and they'll be able to pick up the off as well that Alex dropped and bring that forward into the next round. So things looking pretty good for Movistar. Furia's out of money. They've got no cash in the bank, although they did win a Tech 9 round earlier in this half.
Yeah, it's looking rough right now. Movistar Riders have continued to stay competitive throughout both halves, which is something he didn't do in Inferno.
Bang.
Yeah, good working that double op. I'm sure we'll see a bit of that throughout the CT sides of Anubis.
That slow peak from drop with the shadow showing just sucks. Davy loves it.
Yeah, he does. Davy. What a G.
Nice. All right.
Back in the room.
Hey, Harry.
I needed something to bring me back in, and that was good. That was like my summoning is now complete. Here I am. Furia stacking up outside of A. They got a lot of util, but Movistar Riders, they're collecting info elsewhere on the map. They've pushed all the way through B, so they know that this is not the B play right now. It's always risky with this because it leaves your canals open for a lower player into the B site, but with this
Barbecue
much,
sauce.
Oh my god, Sol just burns down from 100 to 0. Davy back at the site. Well, they check for him. Gotta be a big hold here, and it's just 1 kill out of this man. KSCERATO's even spotted the flank now, and so that's not a trick up the sleeve of Movistar Riders anymore. Man down in the retake in a low econ round for Furia. This next kill's weighted very heavily, and Alex collects them both. Swinging out through main, he's put the pet back in the step of Movistar Riders. They catch Martinez setting up in con, and now Furia try to reposition, going wide. Art on the angle with the AWP. This is a replay of a round that we saw in the first half. Furia are entrenched, and there's no way back in for Movistar Riders. It's a save.
That's the second time in this half. It happened in the second round as well after Movistar wins the pistol. A Tech 9, a low buy rush towards that bomb site, towards that A bomb site, and they just swarm and take it over. That's twice now this bomb site has fallen to just pistols, and that's painful. This is a point in the game where Movistar actually could have taken control and put themselves on the path to just close out and bring us to map 3. Now it's all up in the air once again. That is such a painful loss to take for Movistar.
And you can't let those keep happening. If you're a team, if you give them too many opportunities, eventually they're going to take all of them.
Oh.
And Movistar Riders, on the CT side, you keep losing control of the economy game, you're going to be in a tough spot, and I think they've done that right now. Look at the cash over on the side of the CTs. Movistar Riders struggling. And this should be 11 rounds now for Furia. Coming out of the timeout. Go on, Harry.
Nah, man.
You threw me under the bus.
Yeah, but I've done one already. I've done my rap.
All right, Jason.
No,
Furia.
I think I'm good.
Movistar Riders.
Yeah. Spit it.
Get in there,
Go.
Dago.
Flying the gliders.
Oh!
Riders.
Oh!
Yeah.
Better than outsiders.
Oh! He came for Jame and the boys at the end there.
Nice rush. Enjoyed the backing track. Well, here we are. Yuri kicking things off straight out of the timeout with a first kill on Dabby G. And you don't like to see that if you're Movistar Riders, but here's Mopaz close at the doorway. The Teague about to unleash. And oh, he does get a double. It looked like he wasn't about to get a single kill, but he controls himself. And he's able to get 2 out of it. Salsol's 5-7 comes in swinging. And now Martinez with the M4 goes through the fire and the flames. Salso's upgraded his gun too. Are we about to see Movistar Riders win on Force Pistols?
This is so tense. It's going to be really tough to hold yourself off from peeking if you're Salsol. I think he's going to get killed by this off. Oh, he's very lucky to be alive, but he wanted some information. Now he's going to be alone at this B bomb site while his teammate Martinez rotates out over towards A just to make sure that there's going to be a fallback. Salsol spots the second one now, I believe. He's seen the AK in the op, but still, Martinez parks himself. He's actually going to go for a big flank. This is a long time to leave Salsol on his own. This is a huge risk for Martinez.
Well, this is a tense finish. The final 30 seconds, but it's Salsol that makes that first move. Furia wait for it. Now Martinez coming back over to Dark, and eventually Furia look to lock that bomb plant in, but they're just searching for him. But now they've got their answer. They know exactly where Martinez is, but it's come at the cost of one player, but he swings and fights safe. And 11 rounds for Furia now ring out on the board.
He couldn't resist the urge to peek. He could not resist the urge to give a few more jiggles into the angle.
The urges bested him.
Oh.
And now Movistar Riders are throwing everything they've got out there into the wind.
This is a great round. I mean, they set themselves up so nicely to actually take this and win this. And yeah, it's going to be extremely difficult, but these jiggles on both sides of the pillars, he already got away with one earlier, and that's punishing. But it's also part of the chart. Like, if Martinez is parked there with them at that bomb site, you can just be confident in whatever setup you choose with your teammate. You don't have to peek into the angle. You don't have to try and find the information of where they're going. You can just be confident in a crossfire, and that's just a long time for Salsol to be on his own.
At least something found here for Movistar Riders, but they come right into the AWP, and the right falls, and it's 12-12, Harry.
Yeah, nice little quick round swept under the rug there. I feel bad for Martinez in that round. He existed solely to die and juggle the deagle, one step closer to the next guy in the site, but they don't get anything done with it. That was always meant to be a pretty clean round. And it was for FURIA, so they keep up appearances there, tie this game up at 12-all now, and they're firmly in the driver's seat. They're building up a bit of bank here on the T side, right? They can sustain a loss now. Movistar, they're in this terrible position where every round they lose, if they're not saving, hits like a 2-for-1, where you're kind of hinging on, you know, partial investments with pistols to get the job done. So this is an important round if Movistar want to stay in this game, want to take us to a third, keep this series going. They got to find success now.
I like that they have an aggressive A setup as well. They have some cover, 2 players positioned there, and they can also find a timing if this mid thing is this mid push is spotted from Fury. They can start to push out and wrap around, get a quick flank. But at the moment, no information and no eyes on middle for Movistar. Too aggressive in dark, too aggressive at A. Now Salsol's going to make his move.
But more importantly, it is Furia making their move towards A connector. Flash goes in. They don't feel like they have to commit. They can even drop down through the window off the bridge into the water. And if they do that, there's 2 players behind the smoke, and that smoke is now fading away. Oh, this could be a massacre.
Oh,
Here
no.
they come, dropping down. Mopaz and Alex get 2, and a third secured. Safe couldn't compose himself for the second, couldn't ready himself. And now Davy G does exactly that inside of the B side. Just Yuri with 24 seconds left. Bomb on his back.
I wonder, I mean, that's got to be by design, but they didn't meet any resistance in middle. I'm interested why they didn't just choose to kind of push up and try and flank around through Temple. But I mean, I guess it's like a fake, right? You've shown all the utility, like you're taking middle, like you're pushing forward, like you're occupying that space, and maybe you drop down and get a timing hit on the B bombs that you don't expect. But obviously, when there's 2 players waiting in canals, it looks a little bit silly. 13-12. Movistar have another lead.
I like the drop down idea for entertainment purposes. For effectiveness of getting into the round, not so much. But good work done from Alex and Mopos. And daviG's just been solid on this B site in behind that obelisk. So timeout taken here for FURIA. They're throwing about their resources, figuring out what kind of buy they can pull out of this. They're going to get a decent enough purchase. But this game is anybody's towards the end here, Harry.
Yeah, it's really started to open up, right? It kind of, we were saying, like, that was a must-win round for Movistar. I think if they ended up losing that, their longevity in this game was really called into question. Their next buy wouldn't have been coming in till it was 14-12 to FURIA, most likely. And so then they would have only been left with one chance. As we mentioned, going into that round, that FURIA did have a little bit of residual money, right? They're still going to have a chance to pool together an investment here. They've got a chance to keep themselves in this, to keep it competitive. But if they do come up short, that's where we can start looking towards Movistar as moving towards a third map.
If they learn how to stop like a Tech 9 play, right? We've already seen them lose 2 in this half alone. So, I mean, that'll be the next challenge, and that certainly can't be a round Movistar is going to take lightly. 13-12, round 26.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we see him go back to the A play. I mean, it's tried, it's tested. They've got even more in this round than they're used to having in rounds gone by.
And I feel like Movistar thinks that's going to come at some point too, because this is the same exact setup as last time. Aggressive in that A hallways, at least to start, at least initially. And it's going to be tested.
The flashes go in. What a shot from KSCERATO. Salsol can do nothing about that. And FURIA feel comfortable just taking that kill and leaving. And Martinez is going to see that. They re-aggress with the flash to take him off the angle. Good work from FURIA.
Depending on how fast they actually hit this B bomb site now as FURIA shifts across the map is going to be huge. KSCERATO with 10 HP is just going to lurk this. This is so ratty.
Such a good position. A rat in the sewer. KSCERATO easily takes out daviG.
And that's happening just as pressure is applied to B. So Movistar's rotated out of position. Now it's Martinez. But again, that low HP on KSCERATO lets him know what's coming. Lets him know what they're dealing with at this bomb site. He's got to find a couple more, but he's pinned down. Finally, a teammate arrives. It's Mopos, and he gets a double to save the day and alleviate the pressure. And for FURIA, it's likely back to pistols one more time.
Well, they started the round with an opening kill. And still unfolded heavily in favor of Movistar Riders. And I think the pressure, the constant pressure that Movistar Riders had on A, they never really relinquished control from it. I think that's what FURIA wanted to get out of that. They wanted to get the first kill and make sure that no one was getting info towards A. But they just kept pushing it. daviG was going in, getting that information. Even KSCERATO gets that pick, but it's just nowhere FURIA can go with it. 14-12. They're getting loud now over on that Movistar side. They're starting to see the finish line within touching distance. As you said, Jason, back to pistols here.
Yeah, it's got to be. And now if Movistar, the question is what kind of a setup do you do? Because you've just been deleted at the A-bomb site twice now in this half by this kind of a buy. So do you try and shore up that side of the map and weaken B? Or do you trust that your defenders can actually adjust and adapt and handle it?
I gotta say, I feel real safe wherever Mopos finds himself. He's proven he can kind of do it all in the wilder rounds. He'll gladly be the guy at the front. In the more tame ones where he's got to be a rock, a pillar, he'll answer the call. That sails just past them. And Mopos is overran. Open this one up. Oh, leg through the smoke, but the kill goes the way of FURIA. Movistar Riders, no, they're saving. They're writing this off. They're giving it up. They don't even give it a look in. And so FURIA with an immediate reply, a low econ round. They had pistols, they had armor, a tiny little sprinkling of utility around it. And they come up with the goods, a 5 alive, flawless round.
It's the third time as well. Like you take those rounds out of this half, and Movistar's already won. We're already going to a third map.
That's crazy to think about. FURIA coming in, just winning on low buys time and time again. Sure, it's a strength of theirs to be able to pull these off, but for Movistar Riders, you're going to be kicking yourself if you lose this map, considering the amount of rounds you should have already picked up. Both teams have definitely had their moments of rounds they should be winning, but it's got to feel extra up for Movistar here. FURIA is still in the game now because of that, but at least you saved the double up, you saved the M4. It's not going to be
Oh my lord,
perfect.
just coming through the smoke like Art does.
Yeah, it's just wild.
Mappa's not ready for it whatsoever. And even Alex's position with the op at this bomb site is getting kind of red. He's played the same angle with the AWP with that second op a number of times, and the FURIA obviously have a read to it, smoking him off, flashing in. That round taking no damage to the AWP except for a leg shot. 14-13, timeout called by Movistar. It's their third.
Yeah, you know what's kind of crazy as well? Once Movistar won that 14th round, there was like elation. They were like screaming. They knew how important it was. They knew that that was going to break the money of FURIA. So it was like teeing them up to win the game. Well, like, my God, what a kind of harsh set back down to reality for Movistar now. You know, you've just gone from being really amped up, really hyped, feeling like the game was right there, ripe for the taking. Because if you beat that force by FURIA were forcing again, you had 15, you were done. But it's this age-old problem of falling down to the Tech 9s, these faster rounds, rearing its head again. And we might be left in this situation where Movistar nearly take it the full 30 rounds on both maps, but don't come up with the win. Yuri gets the opener in this one. Movistar is starting to feel the pressure.
And that's where they collapsed on Inferno as well. Some very head-scratching rounds in the end of the first half when the pressure was on Movistar. Now, once again, that pressure is going to slowly increase, or quickly increase, at this stage of the half.
Well, Movistar have had a couple of good A-holds, especially when they're aggressive, and Martinez is getting more advanced in his position. He's got some rifle support beside him in the form of Salsol, and they're moving into the main hit of the attack. FURIA have multiple players around the corner. Martinez lands the shot, but it's not enough damage to bring down Yuri, and the rifle of Salsol stays committed and gets overrun.
He's alone. Martinez is alone. And FURIA's thankfully going to back off. Took a little bit too long to decide to put out the Molotov and potentially push forward, and they don't like that it gave a rotation a chance to make it here. So utility, a full set piece, a full execute on A. Missed Molotov, however, but Devi G is still so far away.
Yeah, this round is really solely riding on the shoulders of Martinez, riding on the storm. There's one on the rotate. Davi G moving around. KSCERATO nails that shot onto the AWP, and now Davi G holding this line. 25 seconds. FURIA slow right down. Yuri moving in through dark. This side of the map still being held. FURIA is starting to lose this one here. The bomb left alone over at B while Yuri is selling this play on the other side of the map. He's drawn a rotation out of Davi G. They are setting this round up for KSCERATO to win in the clutch. And Yuri has even taken all this room. He can still play in this post plant.
What a cool round this is. Yuri can even come back and play with KSCERATO now. Starting to piece it together. Movistar Riders are coming back over to this A site. KSCERATO is worried about multiple positions. Comes down to timing. Davi G catches him looking the wrong way. And Movistar Riders back in this now. It's just Yuri on low health. And they've started to realize, started to piece together where Yuri's went on this one. He's peeking out from the bricks. The time will start to tick. Defuse tapped. Yuri hears the steps on Alex. Goes for that fight. And Alex gets the timing. Movistar Riders get the round.
I can't believe they won it. After Yuri slips the net, I thought for sure it was done. All down to timing for KSCERATO. Gets caught by Davi G. He thought if there was a flank, it would come quicker. But this is a weird round the way it pans out. What a good recovery.
KSCERATO just didn't think he could confidently commit towards one angle. Ends up getting caught looking the wrong way. So 15-13, Movistar Riders 1 round away from forcing map 3 in this series. FURIA used their final timeout as they look to push forward to overtime.
That's so awkward, man. That's how it pans out.
I can't believe Alex didn't want any of that fight in that bomb site that whole time. He was just playing sound cues behind the pillar. He wanted nothing to do with the fight itself.
Dude, it's even crazier as well because, like, dude, like the timing that goes their way to catch KSCERATO, like that was like the one way back in, I think was find him. If KSCERATO, even if he, you know, that fight never happens, if he just isn't main, him being alive was a problem. Yuri could have played to cut down rotates, but instead, Yuri had to be the guy to try and clutch, and he just wasn't in the spot to do that.
Oh, not like this.
Opener found for drop, Davi G dead through the mid smoke, and now a lot of room taken for FURIA to open up this round.
And Art leaves the AK on the ground. He sticks with the MAC-10, pushing in through middle. Movistar is going to push the B bomb site as well. See, it's all well and clear. Once again, it's all on a sole defender. Salsol Waiting for the attack, but it's going to be a split. 2 players at A main. There's the first. Oh, one more. Well done for a double.
He's done really well there. Salsol getting 2 out of it. And now drop, push forward into the side. They can put that bomb down here for FURIA.
They've got a decision to make if they actually want to go for this.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't really seem the way they're playing right now that they actually want to attempt this.
I think they want to hope that Martinez picks off one before everyone arrives. At the moment, I mean, if they choose not to go for it, which is the more passive call, you can set up to just take all the weapons away from FURIA, even in a victory.
Martinez close.
Oh, dude,
close towards drop, and his head showing. Martinez barely alive there. It's risky. It's definitely a risky game he's playing right now, but the rifle Mopod slips on down. A good quick trade from Yuri.
Oh,
Alex just flank around the backside, nearly lights him up, and Yuri on the Galil making quick work with the rifle, wrapping around the site, playing with his food right now as Yuri just draws the time out of this round and takes Martinez down for good measure. 14 rounds now for FURIA.
What a revenge arc as well, right? It was in the 1v2 down on that side of the map that he couldn't win out in the round prior. He does it there. This time a little more warning on that play in through main. Very similar looking round, right? You have this AWP moving in, coming up through the heaven rotate. You have Alex with his fast flank into main. Only this time Yuri stands tall, delivers the goods. It keeps FURIA in this map and in with a chance for overtime.
Relatively sketchy buy for both teams, though. It's a little bit better for FURIA, obviously, with 3 rifles and 2 MAC-10s. On the other side, it's 2 SMGs. The FAMAS is the only rifle. But both teams fighting with scraps for overtime or for a 3rd map. Oh, this is
FURIA about to peek on daviG, and he just wasn't ready.
That's back-to-back rounds he's the opening. The previous one he's spammed right through the smoke. Now he gets caught out in the open. Yuri needs to go down. But Salsol, his teammate Smoke, is going to betray him. Look how aggressive he is. Meanwhile, the rest of the map is being overtaken.
Well, he had to make that play. Salsol, it's the only way he really stays alive. He gets away with the upgraded weapon, but it's almost surely overtime now. Salsol and Alex, they can't do anything about this. Safe has them at the door, the archway. Alex will not pass it, and it's overtime between Movistar Riders and FURIA.
Unreal for FURIA, but you had to feel that was an impending doom. Those 3 losses to force buys for Movistar. They could never beat the Tech-9s. That's the thing in this second half that they're going to be running through their head later tonight. They're going to be looking at and saying, these were the real missed opportunities. They dropped the ball in an otherwise strong second half. And now they got to fight for more. 15-15.
And I mean, you know, as this continues raging on, it is those missed opportunities that might start weighing on you heavily. FURIA,
look at this.
They're the ones with the chance for the 2-0, and they're hungry for it. KSCERATO flashed in, takes some control over towards B, over towards the ruins, locks out this attempted double push. Now they're taking a bit of a foothold in mid as well.
I feel like mid has been a real point for FURIA. They've been able to get whatever they've wanted. Good timing for Alex on the peak. Yuri trying to get a little bit too far ahead of himself. Drop now alone behind the smoke and canals. And he's going to back away. 4 on 3, but mid is still lost. However, it's safe with an AWP.
Oh, the barrel goes around first. He doesn't even think about daviG, who just takes an easy headshot. And Movistar Riders about to tip the scale and head into the lead again. First round of overtime will be theirs. Here comes Drop to join KSCERATO in their final attempt to win this round. Over towards B. Martinez holds with the AWP in position. It'll be really difficult to make sure they doesn't get one here with just one Molotov left. There's a headshot. Oh my god.
That's a headshot.
Well, I didn't consider that move. That's worked really well for KSCERATO.
That's absolutely disgusting. Okay, so Movistar, this retake is going to be a little bit slow because you can see Alex has taken a very long route through T-spawn right now to arrive at A main to set up that flank. He's been flanking on all these post plants.
And they come out of the temple. KSCERATO, he is their god right now. He is just taking every single kill. Finally, they put him in the ground and it's just Drop left.
He's not ready for the main flank. He's not ready for this, and Alex nails the silent drop. Drop has got no idea. Oh, he comes back! The perfect moment! Drop with that last second realization, ring around the roses, wasting time, and for Sourcel, this one's a done deal! Drop locks it in!
How have they pulled that round back? KSCERATO with a first headshot, goes into the site, takes both players down coming through the temple, and then you think drop, surely there's no way he can win this 1 versus 2. As you mentioned, Harry, he had no idea, he wasn't considering the flank, but he turns back, he hits the headshot, and just runs the time down, closes out with a headshot right at the end. This is incredible.
I mean, that flank takes so long to come in. That's my biggest issue with it. I'm not against the idea, but man, did that last the entire time.
I don't know what you do about that if you're Movistar Riders. I guess you just have to shake it off like it never happened, but that is a difficult pill to have to swallow here. Alex watches towards B-Man again. Yuri in the fight from Dark. He's looking to try and connect on towards Mopaz. Flash goes out around the corner. Also making a move towards A main, but it's all about the play towards B right now from FURIA. Once again, trying to split this B side. Alex holds with a first kill on the AWP.
Oh, there's Yuri. Trade back. A little bit of access, a little bit of a step into the bomb site. Peek from the other side, but the defense is pinned down. It's Mopaz to provide the next. And the AWP is still waiting. Now Saucel pounces. Dark is overrun for FURIA. KSCERATO gets it done. And another 2v2, another flank, and Safe is all that's left.
That's the bomb getting away from them now as well. Safe knows about that AWP in CT. It's AWP v AWP. Oh, and he can't get past Martinez. Even if he did, he still had Alex to contest with. And so Movistar with an immediate reply. A lot of AWPs coming out in that round there. And it will be to the benefit of the Movistar Riders. This kill, the one under KSCERATO pushing all the way through in the dark, that left you in a really bad way. Wonder if his idea was just to completely uproot the B play, leave it, head through the canals into that A play, right? Is a map that you can go for those fast rotates on.
Especially when you already killed one flanker. You already got one guy who pushed in. You're not going to expect that second one to be there. So a little double flank action for Movistar. 16-16, last round before we switch sides in this overtime. And it's much slower for FURIA. 3 players outside B main. Alex is going to miss the timing on the AWP, but Mopaz is there to pick up the pieces. 8 HP though, and he's tucked in. He can't do much. He has to just sit and wait and glyph and hope that no nades reach his position.
Alex not affected by utility until this point. Smoke comes up in front of his crosshair, and davichi lays bullets through the smoke. It's safe, it's gone down. And it's so good on the flank here from Saucel. Just comes around the back, makes it look easy. And it's pretty damn flawless at the end there for Movistar Riders as they now go back into the lead.
There's been a couple missed moments on them, but I think one of the great strengths of the Movistar defense that we saw for the past 18 rounds has been the amount of flanks that they were able to bring out. They're being really active on the other side of the map, flanking through canals into dark when there's a B hit, flanking obviously all the way through canals towards A when there's an A hit. It's been, I mean, really tough for FURIA to handle the amount of attacks from Movistar and the post plants coming from those positions. But now we switch sides. Movistar is going to be on the offense, FURIA on defense.
Yeah, far slower out of the gate as well. Bit of a pace change.
Double up for FURIA as well on the CT side.
Safe and Drop are about to get involved here. And they won't have anyone to fight here, just yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
He is so lucky to still be alive. That's 2 players there that had him with nades out, jumping across, and they both miss. You don't get second chances like that every day, so what's Saucel going to do with his new lease on life?
Gonna turn it all around. Do everything you never did before. Here comes davichi at the front. KSCERATO, we've seen him in the first half of the pistol get so much done from this area. Let's see what he's got in the rifle. Well, he's been forced away, so he'll drop back and play in the site. Art instead will go for the more aggressive stance. A little bit of a gap at the bottom of that smoke to spot some feet, and here they come. davichi running right into the site. Art gets in one of the most dangerous positions and still gets away with at least 1 kill. Safe defends him from middle, and it's down to Martinez and Mopaz to force their way through. Safe has missed the initial shot. But you can use a smoke to cross over without having to go into the
fast
scope.
Flank, double flank as well. Movistar Riders might be able to get a taste of their own medicine. Martinez turns for one, but will he be ready for Yuri, who now arrives? Deals with the AWPer. Very little time left. Mopoz caught fighting. He's going to get this bomb planted, and he's got it. He's got the plant. Chance at the 1v1. Yuri moving in. Mopoz to hold the line. This could be the moment for Movistar. Out with the swing, and he nails it. Plays that one to the extremities of the timer, and locks in a 1v2 to find map point for Movistar Riders. Estás muy guapo. We love that. We love that from Mopoz.
We absolutely do. What a capstone on an incredible tournament he's been having, and what a dangerous 1v2 to play, but he does it to perfection. Even freezing Yuri out in the open, who couldn't get there to stop the plant in time. 2 chances for Movistar. They had 2 in regulation. They get 2 more now in OT to close out this map.
And they look to just settle into this round. Just play the default once again. Send daviG towards A main. He's been so good over here.
Nuke would be the deciding map in this series.
Oh, there's the fight. daviG spots out KSCERATO and does a lot of damage. The first kill, though, will go Furia's way. It's Mopoz, the king of Movistar Riders, going down early.
And unfortunately for Movistar, I think they would love to have some kind of a play towards the B bomb site right now, some way to apply pressure, but good defensive smokes as the defense shifts means they're stalled out for a little bit of time, so FURIA can get comfortable. They realize A isn't under as much pressure as they initially thought. And KSCERATO with low health is going to bolster the B defense.
Movistar Riders, if they want to win it here, if they want to force a 3rd map in the series, you gotta do it in the 4v5 fashion and attacking a B bomb site that has 3 players lying in wait for them. 35 seconds left. Safe and drop are the first pillars of defense here for FURIA. And SafeSwap lands 1 kill and nearly 2 on the lineup. He got the collateral, not enough damage to bring down the second player, but it's daviG's flank that starts to activate. Drop not looking the right way. 20 seconds left. They still have to break through. They still have to get to the site. And Martinez and Alex are landing the shots. It's now down to a 2 versus 3. Bomb plant locked in. And Yuri, he's coming around the long way at B. Art's coming in from spawn. They look to try and crunch together, but it's still going to be very difficult to find a pathway back in on this retake. Art has secured at least that kill on Alex, and Yuri spotted Martinez just stepping into the open. It's all on daviG. A 1 versus 2 as he slips out to the pillar, sees the feet of Yuri, and draws it down into a 1 versus 1. And he's not going to be able to do it. Art brings him down with the AWP, and the defuse will be secure. FURIA not done yet.
Martinez is watching the flank that whole time, but as soon as Art gets a kill, his attention shifts, because that's the player watching for Art to push up and take him down. That's what sets up the flank to be so effective. This one right here, Martinez turns to address it, and he's a free kill for Yuri. And a very difficult clutch for daviG to hold out at that pillar for that long against the AWP. One more chance, 18-17, or we go to second overtime.
Yeah, what a wild series this is shaped up to be. Movistar, another chance to long this out in this pole position spot.
Here comes that first fight.
We run it back again. Art here. This time, KSCERATO's actually closer to help him. Oh, this is so much better. This solves this double mid setup very nicely. It's put a bow on it. Up in mid, KSCERATO with so much damage. Sorsal and daviG left alive, but it's so injured, so wounded, and into the AWP. That's the bomb away from the Movistar Riders now.
How much of a beating can they take? At this point, you've been at map point. You've had so many chances to try and close this series out, or this map rather, and go to your 3rd. But at this point, Movistar Riders, it feels like if you keep letting FURIA back in, eventually they are going to take this. Double overtime.
That makes 22 the magic number.
I love the mids. That was
They
so much
changed it.
better.
They just
Like,
so
do you
happy.
remember? I was kind of tilted me, right? That mid setup with Art, where he was all alone and like KSCERATO was hiding just like meters away, but in a different corner. That round is such a better example of how you can play this double mid. Look at how complimentary KSCERATO was. I mean, man, guy just got like 2.5 kills over in mid. Trades Art effectively. You love that. Set him up. Don't leave him in pre-fire angles. That sucks for everyone. And so now FURIA into another OT.
Well, glad you're passionate about that one, Harry, and the adjustment has been made, but FURIA have to try and get the ball rolling here on the CT side this time around. And the shot goes through the wall. Art takes a wild peek. Kind of unlucky, really, not to get that first kill on daviG.
Feels like neither one of these T sides really enjoy playing against the double op setup. The ops are having a huge impact in this map. KSCERATO is going to be forced into the open by a Molotov. All he sees, the shoulder doubles up as well. And Movistar's on the back foot. 2 players down. Bomb dropped in the open. Nobody's close by to recover it. And 2 FURIA players staying on top. KSCERATO and Yuri. That's before you even get to the double ops that are out in force.
Ball only 30 seconds left for Movistar Riders, and that ball has been caught again in mid. KSCERATO with just the perfect peaks. He's pushing 30 kills now. I believe he's on 29.
And they were just hoping to pick up the bomb and bail out to the A bomb site. KSCERATO's got his fourth. Oh, he can go for the ace here in overtime. I don't think he realizes where Martinez is, but on the hunt. 14 seconds left, and Martinez isn't even thinking about going for anything.
At this point, you just don't want to give KSCERATO the ace.
He's not going to get it, sadly. No. He's too far away. There's 3 seconds, so unless he teleports, it's not going to happen. And he can do many things, can KSCERATO, but teleportation is not one of those.
I'm just happy he got
gifts.
his 30th kill in that round. 30 bomb has been collected.
Yeah, disgusting game. I mean, Yuri's right there with him as well, 28. Would be nice to teleport, though. Where's the first place you teleport to?
Harry?
Bottom of the Mariana Trench.
All right, cool.
Just well, I think I would die immediately
you
upon
would.
getting there.
I wasn't going to say that because I think we're suspending a lot of belief.
For that 1 millisecond, I'm bravely going where no man has gone before.
Has ever gone.
What about you, Jason?
In and out of a bank vault.
That's a good one. Why didn't I think of that? Why did mine involve a grisly death? I've just got the power to teleport.
Just die from the pressure of the ocean.
Awesome.
The entire pressure of the ocean.
Right.
Immediately.
Well, an ocean's amount of pressure is what Movistar are feeling right now. Bottom of the Marinara Trench. And FURIA.
Didn't know we were at an Olive Garden.
FURIA have tried the breadsticks. They're amazing.
Don't get Rush started about olives, man. He won't shut up.
Do you guys like olives? I love them.
No, Rush, he didn't say.
Blue cheese and soaked in gin.
Ooh, gap in the smoke, and Art uses it to perfection. Alex thinks he can cross on over, but he can't. That's a lie.
Okay, mid control, but you lost a player for it, and now you're kind of stuck. You haven't got the kills necessary to open up either of the bomb sites. And plenty of attention from FURIA is on this position.
Well, Art sitting down in the site now. He's got a bit of cover to play with.
He didn't see
and he's just going to peek on up. Martinez taken out, but yeah, you're right. Mopaz comes around the top of heaven. A quick kill, but it's only one. And that isn't going to be enough just yet. You still need more from the 2 remaining players. And while they're doing exactly that, daviG and saffee get into the site and now have a post plan. Drop and Save have to come in on this retake, and they've got 2 flashes to work with. Coming in from 2 different sides. Drop coming in through a main, and we have the connector being occupied by Safe. Well, saffee did have a scope on Drop's position, but it has just changed up. As Drop starts to slip through and right to the smoke. saffee taken out, and Safe hits the shot towards heaven. Oh, that is ridiculous. What a turnaround.
He had the right read with the op, but that flashbang would have straight up blinded him even if he didn't get off the angle. So fair play. Good retake from FURIA.
Well, 20 rounds to 18.
Good shots from Art in this round as well. You have to say, the finding the gap in the smoke, the little two-tap over the top at the headshot angle. That's really well done from FURIA's in-game leader. And they're up by 2.
So real team effort from both teams over here. It's not just one player pulling far away. You know, KSCERATO sure on 30 kills, Euros on 28, 25 for Art, and the rest on 24 for FURIA. Back into a default stance here for Movistar Riders, just spreading out.
Oh, hello, they're taking mid. FURIA are
indeed.
taking mid, moving on up, and getting wrecked every step of the way.
We saw that same mid push in regulation and it worked perfectly. It worked fantastic, and Movistar this time at least know what's coming and shut it down after the first initial piece of information.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, this is a roll of the dice.
Oh, the aggressive move, you need to try and do something, I guess. For Drop, is just a little bit unfortunate. He doesn't see his opponent on the other side of the wall.
All right, look, I'm just gonna say,
yeah.
if they want to do that mid aggression, because I love the mid aggression. I love mid aggression on Anubis. Learn Chad, Sponge, Birchall's utility layout for a mid take. You can smoke the right side, you can molly it, you can cut off some of them angles. You're not walking into that crossfire, especially because FURIA are the kind of team that like to do plays like this. I think there's a lot you can do with utility to complement a mid push that doesn't telegraph much till it's already happening. But that's a minor detail. It's cost them in this round, right? That contact play up through mid leaves them on the back foot. Now, you have this AWP, Solo holding over towards main, but he's on a timer and walking too far forward. The red carpet's been rolled out. Yuri is the last man standing in a world dominated by Movistar Riders. A 1v3 needed as they've got the A site.
Well, it's good that they can at least get 1 round in this second overtime, 1 round of breathing room, and now they know exactly where Yuri's coming from. 1v2, still winnable for Yuri.
Yeah, definitely, but it's daviG's positioning. He is not going to be ready for this.
You'll never clear it. You'll never, ever clear it, because you think both are going to be inside the bomb site, obviously, and now the utility comes out. Oh, he still gets past it.
He's messed it up. Yuri's got into the site. He's turning back and hits the headshot. Just not instantaneous death, unfortunately, for daviG. And that is going to be Movistar Riders up to 19.
Up to 19.
If you're Movistar Riders, they would definitely teleport to map 3 if they could.
Yeah, they would. They would love to get there. They've had their chances. I mean, they've had 4 opportunities to close out the map. They've had 3 losses to Tech9s and half buys from FURIA.
Yeah, there's been a couple of
So we got no one to blame
scratchers,
except for Movistar that they're in this situation.
Well, a bit more of a heavy lean towards A here from FURIA right out of the gate. A little different to the default stances we see Movistar Riders deployed. Well, look at the A setup here from Movistar Riders. They're going aggressive. Salsol getting in more of an advanced position while Martinez helps him with the AWP. The idea behind this is the bait and switch, the AWP to peel away with the first and the rifle setup for the second. But the flash comes in, they sell out the AWP, and so they just smoke it off instead.
And that setup's been relatively hit or miss for Movistar in their regulation half on the CT side. We saw a couple times where it worked, and we saw a couple times where it fell very, very flat, and FURIA was able to just bust it open and have access, you know, essentially for free after the kills are exchanged. And this is another thing we saw frequently in regulation. Art had so much space in middle to work with.
This is huge from Art. He's the pincer. He's looked down the rest of the gang, and he knows he's got the answer. Here's the backstab. Oh, we'll get one from it. Everyone else kind of robbed the kills. He gets involved to cut down that 3rd man on the rotate. And now they're poised, ready to collect match point. But Alex strikes safe off from the tally. And now it's down to the low HP Art KSCERATO duo.
Oh, swinging around from Alex. It is now just KSCERATO, who is so low on health, tucked in the sight, but has to deal with multiple angles. And he's hoping that Alex comes into his crosshair first. Alex does eventually round the corner, but it's Mopaz that comes in from heaven that secures it with the timing. Movistar Riders tie it up again.
That's a good timing peak for Mopaz, just as his teammate is turning the corner as well, waiting to make sure that no matter who goes down, the other one's going to be ensuring the trade. We're all tied up. Movistar need 2, or both teams need 2 more to close this out in double overtime. And once again, it's that flank.
Dude, I mean, I tell you what, I will say is every bone in my body disliked the swing from safe. Like, I think, you know, trying to take a fight there isn't like the worst move ever. It's just the fact of, you know, you kind of, if you're holding on to main where he was before he swung, it's fine. Like, they're still not any closer. They're not in on numbers alone. That's kind of a rough round for Movistar. Instead, he tries to get ahead of it, tries to beat the rotate. But because Movistar have been finding so much success on these rotations in the retakes, that's why I don't like the peak. Like, within the context of this game specifically, I'm not a fan of it. And it left them in a bad way. So now Movistar have tied this up in the second OT.
Oh, FURIA setting up a B split. 3 outside of B main, 2 towards Dark, and they're going to be charging in now. Here comes the utility. Alex is under a lot of pressure because he's being pushed from 2 sides, and he's focusing on B main.
And he's trusting Mobpause to be able to handle anyone busting out of that smoke, and FURIA pumped the brakes, but they're going to have to go with this. They don't have any more utility to move around the map. This is going to have to end here. Mobpause, he didn't give up his position. They didn't react to it. They didn't turn, and he's helped get 3 opening kills during the hit. At a 4th, Mobpause still alive and finally taken down.
That's incredible. How if they pulled this back again? Movistar Riders, it looked like this was the final chance. You know, FURIA started to pull away with it, but Movistar Riders stay strong. FURIA go with a B split out of spawn. All the utility coming in. Alex is under a lot of pressure, and Mopause, he nearly fumbles it all. He didn't have his gun out as they started coming around the corner, but he stands tall and he gets a 3K. Just incredible work from Mopause from jail.
I swear to God, I thought that smoke was going to give away his position.
Yeah, it definitely felt like it.
I thought for sure FURIA was going to react to that. This is the 5th chance Movistar has had to close out this map. They must do it here, surely. You're not going to get many more looks at it.
Well, mid-control attempted for FURIA. Everyone here.
Oh, Davy G!
Davy G dead on that swing. Sassol trying to hold on a mid. Bit of util going in towards the B site. Right now, FURIA kind of keeping it shrouded in mystery where this play is hoping to end up, but they're trying to make it look like they're going B. Sassol up and leaves mid, moves to the right side, going blow for blow with the orb.
No.
Safe out of the round. The Deagle nails the follow-up. Drop trades back. But Sassol's kept mid under lock and key. Drops moving up, but he's got the bomb. If he falls here, that's the round. He cannot afford to go down to this orb. Playing ahead of it. He's been spotted. He's got Alex boxed in at the spawn, but he can't die here. That's the most important thing. If drop falls, the round should be done for Yuri. He's got a near impossible 1v3. Turned 1-on-2 to try and attempt.
Map 3, about to be locked in. Yuri has to go and collect that bomb, and once he does, he has to get back to a site. And that is the more difficult piece. They're allowing him to take the bomb. Sure, you can have it. We're going to cover both sites off.
Yeah, and when he gets to either one of these bomb sites, he won't have time to clear out angles. He's going to either have to take a guess or just stick the plant.
Oh, Martinez has the perfect weapon for the job to hold an angle. Just sit here, tucked in, and that's it. That's the kill that secures it.
Yeah, we're going the distance. We're going all 3 maps. It took them a while. It took 2 overtimes, in fact. There was nearly even a 3rd promised if that went the other way. But Movistar do close this out, and they send us to that 3rd and final map of Nuke.